What's up, Gun Freak Nation? It's your boy T Electric. Um, I want to talk to y'all about righteousness versus evil. You know, my thing is I want everybody to be able to protect your loved ones, be able to protect your family no matter what. You know, I don't like seeing our Second Amendment rights under attack. You know, we got to fight back. There's a lot of evil in the world. I just want everybody to have that right to fight back and be able to buy whatever you want to buy if you can afford it. If you a law-abiding, God-fearing citizen, then you should be able to buy whatever the hell that you want to buy to protect your family. But it's a certain group of people, liberals, that I don't know, they living in a fantasy land. You know, they want a society that's not armed. You know, they want to take away our guns, and ultimately it's about being controlled. You take away the word gun from gun control, you got control. And that's what they want. They want to control us. They want us to obviously depend on them for security. You know, because they not hurting the hardcore criminals out in the street. They're gonna get guns no matter what. And we gonna be like sheep if we're not able to defend ourselves. I tell you what, you take a criminal and you know, give him a choice, give him an option. You gonna do a home invasion on the house that's where you know they armed and got guns, or you gonna, you know, you got the choice of the house that they don't have guns. You know, they liberals. They don't have guns. They don't have guns. You know what I'm saying? Who you think that? Who? Tell me something. What house you think that criminal is going to choose? The one without the guns, because that's an easier target. You know, it's a soft target. That's why you got, you know, crazy maniacs going up in movie theaters and, you know, Walmarts and shit, and, you know, because they know those places are no gun zones, so it's a target. But fuck that. I'm gonna have my gun on me. But I just want to talk. I want to touch base on, you know, righteousness versus evil, man. Evil has no color. Evil comes in every shade. You know, evil comes in every shade. It's no color. You know, I just want to give y'all some examples of some true, you know, stories that happen. True crime, man. You know, y'all tell me that this shit is not evil, man. We gonna go back. Like I say, first and foremost, let me say this. We Gun Freak Nation. I don't care what color you are, what race you are. I don't care what your sexuality is. What I do care about is the love that's in your heart, man. I don't judge anybody. I don't, you know, you all my brothers, whether you Asian, whether you're white, whether you're Hispanic, it doesn't matter. It don't matter, man. What matters is the righteousness that's in your heart, the love that's in your heart, and every human being has a right, God-given right to protect and defend themselves, you know? And you should be able to use whatever that you can afford. You know, I don't care if it's a 22 or a BB gun. Well, I hope it's not a BB gun, but you know, do use whatever that you can afford and whatever you're sufficient in. But you know, I want to talk about the evils. You know, I believe this happened in 1998. His name is was James. I believe it was James Byrd. Man, he was a good dude, friendly dude. I think one day he was walking and he took a ride from these three scumbags, these three bastards, these three savages that happened to be, you know, I think he knew one of them and they tricked him until they pickup truck. And he didn't know that they was racist, man. They was part of a racist group. You know what I'm saying? And I'm bringing up this story not to, you know, attack white people, because that would be ridiculous. Because, like I say, evil comes in every color. So for me to, you know, it's all about love. I love my white brothers and sisters, you know, but I'm just saying this really happened. They gave him a ride, took him off somewhere isolated, and man, you know, this is the evil. You know, y'all, if y'all can't take this, you know, they beat him with pipes, iron pipes. They beat him, stomped on him, urinated on him, you know, basically pissed on him, beat him damn near till he was unconscious, and got a chain after they did that to him, you know, broke his ribs. Fuck. Then they took a fucking chain and wrapped it around his neck and attached it to the back of their pickup truck and drugged that man. Dragged him, and he hit some type of ditch or something, and it ripped his head off. They decapitated him. They took his body and threw it in front of an old black church. An old church, you know, a black church down there, man. And you know, if that ain't evil, I don't know what else to say to you. It ain't got nothing to do with them being right. That shit was just evil. And they was racist with that evil, you know? And it was fucked up. But they caught the bastards. Thank God, through the grace of God, they caught their asses. And the majority of them, I believe, have been executed. They got convicted of the crime and put on death row. And I'm glad they in Funky Town, burning in hell. They needed to be executed for what they did. Now, the other story, man, I have nightmares about this one too. I believe it was back in 2007. Y'all stay armed out there, man. This one, I have nightmares, man. And by the way, rest in peace, James Byrd. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to everybody that I mentioned in the story. You know, the next one, Shannon Christian and Chris Newsom. You know, they happen to be white, you know. And the savages happen to be black. Fucking savages. It was back in 2007. I don't know what month it was, but I think it was like winter time. These 4 savages went out there looking for somebody to carjack, and they spotted Shannon Christian and Chris Newsom. They were a couple. They were together, boyfriend and girlfriend. They spotted them. I don't know whether they targeted them. These were some fucking hardcore criminals anyway. But I don't know, I don't know whether they was targeted because they were right. I don't know. Maybe they. That I don't know, but it probably was. But they spotted them. I think they was getting ready to go out on a date, and they was in front of I think it might have been Chris' apartment or Shannon's apartment, but Shannon was in the driver's seat of her Jeep. Chris was standing at the Chris was standing at the driver's side door, and they were kissing. From what I read, I read up on the story, and they were approached by these fucking savages, all armed with guns. So they didn't have a chance. But I'm gonna say this right now: if you ever be approached by somebody with a gun, or try to be carjacked, or somebody try to carjack you, or somebody try to just rob you, but they want to take you somewhere else to a second, keep this in mind. If they want to take you to another location, that other location gonna be the second crime scene. It's gonna be your murder scene. That's where they're gonna take you to murder you. If they rob you, they get the drop on you and they rob you, man, let them kill you right there on the spot. Or let me rephrase that. You fight for your life right there on the spot. Because 9 out of 10, I'm going to say this, 10 out of 10, the reason why they want to take you to another location where it's isolated is so they can kill you, rape you, have their way with you, torture you. So if you're not taking me nowhere. I'm gonna fight for my life. If you shoot me, then so be it. But you're not taking me to no second location. That's number one. But back to the story of Shannon Christian and Chris Newsom. God bless their souls. These fucking savages approached them with guns, man, they ain't even see it coming. They kidnapped them at gunpoint. And I wish that they could have just fought back, man. Or tried to run. Or, they didn't know, man, what these fucking evil motherfuckers had in store. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know. Obviously, they didn't know. God bless their soul. But they were kidnapped, took back to the fucking ringleader. You had the ringleader, the nigga that was in charge of everybody, running over everybody. The ringleader. They took him back to the fucking ringleader's house, which was a dope house. And man, let me tell you. They made Chris take off his shoes. He had on some brand new shoes. I think they might have been Nikes or something. They made him take off his shoes. They robbed him, made him take off his shoes. They kept the shoes. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I ain't about to sugarcoat shit. Because y'all need to hear this to hear how cruel and evil motherfuckers is. He was forced to take off his pants, and they sodomized him. They raped him right in front of his girlfriend. I guess he might have been trying to take up for his girlfriend to protect her. So to make an example, they penetrated him. They raped him. They found semen in him when his body was found. They found semen in him. But not only did they rape him, they used the object, which is the prosecutor, the police said more than likely it was a leg to a chair that was broken off from a chair. It was either a leg, a chair leg, or either a leg from a table that was broke off. They used that and jammed it up his rectum. and sodomized him with a table leg or a chair leg. Can you imagine the cruelty and the evil of what those fucking bastards did, those fucking savages? And then, you know, they tied up Shannon, and they did that to her boyfriend. And then they tied him up, stuffed a sock in his mouth, and tied some tape around his mouth and led him out of the house on foot to train tracks. That was maybe, they maybe walked him maybe 2 or 3 blocks away to the train tracks. And then they made him, he was barefoot and everything. They made him get on his knees, and they shot him in the head and shot him in the back, and poured gasoline on his body and set him on fire. Think about that. Think about that. Now, they went back to the house where Shannon, and by the way, it was a girl involved in it too, a bitch. It was a bitch involved in it too. It was 4 dudes and a bitch. All 5 of them fucking savages needed to die. But y'all, if y'all don't want to hear this, what I'm about to say now is graphic, man. Y'all turn off this video right now. You know, go to another channel. But I gotta say this for the people that feel like they don't need no guns to protect themselves. I want to say this. Imagine if that was your wife. Imagine if that was your daughter, man. Imagine that. Imagine that if that was your daughter. Imagine that if that was your wife. Imagine that if Shannon was your sister, your daughter, your wife, man. So these motherfucking savages, they went back to the house. They gang raped her. They said she begged for her life. They gang raped her. All 4 of them. They gang raped her for hours, man. And it would be the gang rape, as sinister as that is, it even got more darker and sicker and just fucked up all the way around. She was sexually tortured. She was raped orally, anally, and vaginally. Gang rape repeatedly. She was raped orally so fucking brutal that it tore her lip. Her lip was ripped. Part of her lip was ripped. The autopsy said she had rug burns, carpet burns in front of her body and on her back from her laying on the carpet. An object, probably the same object that was used to sodomize Chris, her boyfriend Chris, was used in her vagina and in her anal. So they sodomized her. Not only they raped her, and then they sodomized her with that table leg or that chair leg. The medical examiner said that her vagina had turned black. It was so bruised, it was so blunt force that it was literally, it turned black. They tortured her for, I think it was like 2 days they kept her in there. And by the way, the police was looking for it because it was a missing persons report filed at that time. And Um, they found one of the savages' fingerprints on in the car, and did this. Her own family was the one that found the car. They went looking for her. Police didn't find her car. The her family members did, and they called the police, and that's when they found one of the fingerprints left on the envelope that was left in the car, and that's how they was able to track. You know, when they scanned the fingerprint of one of them fucking savages, all his information came up, and they was able to track him to the house. But by that time, they had scattered and fled. But anyway, these fucking bastards, these fucking savages, raped her for like almost 2 days that she was being sexually tortured. And then they made her, you know, to try to kill all the evidence, they made her swallow bleach. They poured bleach down her vagina, down her anal, and down her mouth. And you know what the dirty, evil fucking savages did? They hog-tied her, wrapped a bag around her face and taped it. And then they while she was hog-tied, they put 5 garbage bags over her and threw her in a fucking trash can, man. These fucking threw in the fucking trash can. So she suffocated to death. When they found her body, they happened to look in the trash can. They saw her arm poking out. And when they removed the trash bags and they removed the bag that was taped to her face, her mouth was still open and her eyes were open, man. She died from being suffocated. They caught the fucking animals that did the shit. And the main nigga, that the ringleader, the main motherfucker, he got the death sentence. He's on death row. Rightfully so. But that's too good for that motherfucker. I wish that they could just tie him up and lock him up in a room with Shannon's father. And let him torture him like he tortured his daughter. And the other motherfuckers, I think they got life in prison, but the bitch, I think she only got like 35 years. If you ask me, all them motherfuckers should be on death row. If I knew that was happening and they was in there raping her, you better believe I would have went up in there and I would have put a bullet in every single one of them motherfuckers' head. Because they were evil. They were fucking evil. And the news is evil because that story really didn't get that much attention. You know what I'm saying? It didn't get that much press. You know why? Probably, I hate to say this, but probably because they were right, and the attackers were black, man. Because I guarantee you that if it would have been the other way around, man, it would have been all over the news, man. I'm keeping it 100 with you, man. These fucking liberal media machine, everything you see, man, it's a narrative. It's a storyline that they pumping out there, man. And that shit is not right. That should have got just as much media play as George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But it's the society that we living in right now, man, and it's just so fucked up. It's fucked up. What they did to her, what they did to her boyfriend, what they did to James Byrd. It's evil. That's what I'm saying. You got to be aware of your surroundings. You got to be prepped up, man. The devil was out there. The devil was alive and he's out there. Like I said, you ain't got to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you. Trouble will find you. So you mean to tell me that we got these fucking liberals. We got the most anti-gun administration in the history of this fucking country. This fucking president and vice president is the most fucking anti-gun administration that we ever had. Even worse than Obama. So you mean to tell me when you got these fucking savages out here killing people for the hell of it and torturing people that I can't have one of these to protect my family? You trying to take this away from me and leave us to the wolves? No, we can't let that, we cannot let that happen. If you a grown man, a grown woman, protect your family. Every day I'm hearing about home invasions, and they're not just coming in to steal your TV. They're coming in to steal your soul. They're coming in to torture you. They're coming in to rape your kids. They're coming in to rape your wife. They in some cases they raping the men. You have to be prepared to fight the evil. And they coming in tactical. It ain't no just one home invader no more. We got 6, 7 motherfuckers coming in, breaking in your house, coming in through your windows, coming in through your back door, coming in through your side door. And once they in here, they like, yeah, we up in this bitch. And now we got control over you. No. Arm the fuck up. Arm up. Get you a Galil Ace. Get you an AK-47. Get you an AR-15. Get you a shotgun. You know what I'm saying? Get you a shotgun, man. You know, me personally, I prefer one of these because it holds 17 shells. A KSG. Or get you a AR-15. I got a Galil right here. This holds 30 rounds. So when they do come in, I'm gonna send they stinking funky asses to Funky Town. Do you understand? You got to send they stinking asses to Funky Town because they gonna try to kill you. They coming into your house. It's either you or them. And don't let it be you. Don't be no victim. Arm up. It's people out here that's evil. And they want to do harm to you. I cannot express that enough. It's evil people out there that don't value a life at all. I've seen people get murdered for nothing. Literally nothing. I say this, man, and I beg y'all. You know, Gun Freak Nation, listen. If you love your family, you love your kids, you love your wife, y'all go out and get you a gun and be able to protect your loved ones, man, because it's evil motherfuckers out there, man, savages out there that want to do the devil's work and do harm against you, man. So be righteous, be responsible. Don't just get a gun, but learn that gun. Practice with that gun. Go to the gun range, train with that gun. Learn how to break that gun down and clean it. Get comfortable shooting that gun. And don't hesitate to blow a motherfucker away that want to take you and yours, that want to, you know, do harm to you and yours. Don't hesitate to blow a motherfucker away. There's a lot of people that's so anti-gun that they living in a fucking fantasy world where they think that all they got to do is just call 911 and the police gonna just magically just show up. That shit is not gonna happen. Here in Detroit, it's up to 2 hours. I've seen that on the news. In one case, it took 2 days for the police to arrive. So you know what? The first line of defense starts right here with you. Get your gun. Be sufficient with it. Come up with a game plan, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody break in, everybody get low. If you can't get to a certain room or a certain area in your house, get low. Because the bullets is about to start flying. You dig? So, hey man, Gun Freak Nation, I love y'all. I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers, man. And I don't mean to call y'all subscribers. Y'all family. We all in the same, you know, we all in the same gang. We the righteous ones. You feel me? I love every single one of y'all. Every single one of y'all. You know, but I want to see every single one of y'all armed and with some type of plan, because, man, anything can happen, man. It could be a breakdown in society. The government could shut down. You see what all the bullshit we went through with the coronavirus, with COVID-19. You saw how people was, you know, when you got hungry folk, what if something happened again and, you know, the restaurants and all that, you know, grocery stores or whatever, clothes or something, nobody can get food, and you ain't prepped up, stocked up already. Well, you already know they gonna come. They coming for you, especially if they know you got them canned goods and water up in there. They coming for you. So you gotta be, you know, be smart about it and just prep up, man. You know what I'm saying? If you already ready, you know what I'm saying. You ain't got to get ready when you already ready. You feel me? So y'all just, hey, stay armed, stay righteous, and stay responsible. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Gun Freak Nation, hit that subscribe button if you new to the channel. You know, I love every single one of y'all, man. I don't want to see nothing bad. And I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. I do my best to I comment on all y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's been a couple of trolls in there, but we ain't worried about that, you know. Let's stay armed and let's fight this ATF bullshit that's happening. You know, I love this country. This is the best country in the world. It's just being led by some fools, man, that feel like they know what's best for us. You know what I'm saying? All we need is an ammo shotgun. That's all. That's what Sleepy Joe want. You know, fuck that. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? This is what you need right here. You send they funky, stinking asses to Funky Town. That's what you need. When you got about 10 or 15 savages trying to break in your house, this right here, they're going to turn these funky asses around and they're going to do a U-turn and head right out your door. Because the first nigga that gets shot, the other niggas going to scatter. I guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? And even if they don't, you got something to maintain, brother and sister. But anyway, I love y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get Gun Freak Nation to 5,000. And then after we going to do that 5,000, we gonna be 10,000 strong. But anyway, I love y'all. And I'm telling y'all a blessing to me. You inspire